Welcome to today's tutorial, my fifth tutorial on my Python tutorial series. And today we're going to be talking about the len, int, string, str, float, and the input functions. So these are the basic functions used in day-to-day activities with Python. So earlier I have shown you that we have a built-in function called the print, which is used to print something to the string, to the screen. As you can see, prints 4 is prints 4. So today we will be talking about the functions, which are the input function, the int, the float, and the str functions, which are the 4 functions. So let me just create a new file because we're gonna be using this and ideally this shell, because okay, let's just use it. We have the input function. The input function accept information from the user and prompt the user to enter an information from the keyboard. So I'll just have a variable my name equals to, I'll just have to call the input function as simple as that. Input. So input, I just have enter, enter your name, and just close. And now you can see, as immediately we click on enter, we tap on enter, we have the prompt of enter your name. So I'll just type in Rashi, and you can see Rashi. Now Rashi is being stored on my variable my name. So just to print it, you see we have gotten Rashi. So that's the input function. So the input function accepts an input from the user and store it in a variable that is assigned that input function. So after that we have the len function, which evaluates to the integer form of a string that returns the length of that string in integer form. And you know that we can't have 7.2 strings. We only have, it will only evaluate to integer. So suppose I just want to have the len of this my variable my name. As you can see, we are having 5, 1 2 3 4 5 Rashi in total. So the len function evaluates to an integer which accepts a string to evaluate to an integer. That means the number of characters in that string that will evaluate using the len function. And the len function also counts the spaces in a text. So suppose I wanna, my name is Mubarak. So using this len, all these spaces will be counted as part of this string. So if I click on enter, you see we are having 18. If you count it 1 2, this white space, 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, then we have 12 13 14 15 16 17 and 18. So we have an 18 as our returned value for the length of the string. My name is Mubarak. Then this len is then passed to the print function to be displayed on the string, and this is been done underneath. You don't know what is when that happens. So then we'll take a look at the str int and float functions. If we want to concatenate like an integer, let's say 4, and with a string to pass to print, you'll need to get the value to be a string, because concatenation only take part with strings. So which is the string now will be 4 in double quotes. So the str function can be passed an integer value and will evaluate a string value version of it. So let's just have a look str, and let me have 4. As you can see, our 4 now is in double quotes. Our 4 now is in double quotes. So you can just print something. Print I am plus close it, plus 29 plus years old, and this expression will evaluate to an error. Because why? Because we are concatenating string with an integer. So then let's just tap enter, and you can see print I am plus 29 type error can only concatenate str not int to string. So to solve this problem, we have to convert that integer into a string by using the str function and passing 29 to it. str 29. So here our code now is valid, and just as you can see, I am 29 years old. And 29 years old. So I'll just format this. And run it. See, I am 29 years old. So that's the string function and where it can be used. And we have the you can pass in only in a string. You can only pass a float or an integer to be converted to a string. So we now have the string where the int function. So in int function, you'll be passing a string to it. Let's say I have x equals to input. I want the input from the user. So then just type in 101. As you can see, so now if I print x, you see we have 101 in a code. So as I told you earlier, that the input function evaluates a string all the time. So to convert this string into an integer, all we have to do is to type the int function and pass the parameter. So now we are having int x as 101 in the integer form. So, and I can use it in the x equals to input with before that int and pass in input. So now the now the value of x will not be in a string because we have already converted it into an int. So if I just type in 202, you see if I print x, yeah, this x now is in integer form because it has been converted to an integer. So if I print x, you still get 202. And so the last one is the in the int you can't pass a float in the form of string to be converted into a, suppose we're having 0.009 value, and see the error we are getting, value error invalid literal for int with base 10. So int can be converted and can be passed a parameter of a floating point number. So we have seen the int now, and let's move to but the int, one more thing, the int can be passed and a float too, but not in a string form. As the top one, you can just, I can say just 8.9, and you can see it's evaluated to 8, which is the int form of 8.9, and the point there is disregarded. So let's take a look of the float function. This float function only convert an int into a float. That's all what it does. Float 6.0, and that's all the example of the conversion of float. So let's just have, because now int, float and string are different, so let's have a comparison between them. Okay, leave that one, we recommend it. So I'm gonna end this video now. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon for my latest update. And one more thing, don't forget to share with friends. As you share your knowledge, your knowledge expands. So that's just the rule. And thank you very much for watching. See you next